Hey everyone, today I'm making a test Leches cake for one of my colleagues' birthday tomorrow. So let's look at what ingredients we need for this cake recipe. So the ingredients on the left, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to do it from the scratch. So you can see I have a vanilla cake mix. For this cake mix you would need 3 whole eggs, half a cup of vegetable oil, and also 1 cup of water. And then we are going to bake this cake mix and use the rest of the ingredients for making tres leches cake. So for the rest of the ingredients you need 2 cups of half and half, around 12 ounces of evaporated milk and 14 ounces of condensed milk. You would also need 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 cups of whipping cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And for the toppings I'm going to use fresh strawberry and also ground cinnamon. So the next thing we are going to do is to prepare the cake mix. So here I have the cake mix in a bowl, the vanilla cake mix which I showed you before, and I have half a cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of water, and we also need vanilla extract and 3 whole eggs. Now we are going to mix all these ingredients and put it into a baking pan. So I put all the ingredients required for the mix into the bowl. Now we are going to whisk this mixture and till it reaches a good consistency and transfer it to a baking pan. Alright, we have the cake mix ready. Now I took a baking pan which is of 9 by 13. I'm just going to coat the baking pan with butter and transfer the cake mix into this pan. So I just coated the cake pan with the butter around the sides and on the bottom so that the cake mix doesn't get sticking to the pan. Now we are going to transfer the cake mix into this pan and put it into oven at 350 for 30 minutes. So I have transferred the cake mix into the pan. Now I'm going to put this into the oven and bake it at 350 temperature for 30 minutes. The cake is currently baking in the oven, so after half an hour remove the cake out and let it cool for around 45 to 1 hour so that cake can really soak the milk. So meanwhile we can get started on preparing on the milk. So for the milk we would need 2 cups of half and half and condensed and evaporated milk container of them. So let's put all these ingredients into the bowl and whisk them up. So I poured all the 3 milks into the bowl. Now I'm going to just whisk this mixture and put it aside. And once the cake is ready, we are going to use this milk and pour it into the cake. So the cake mix is done. I allowed it to cool down for about an hour. Now I'm going to just remove the top layer of the cake with a knife and then just poke it with the fork so that when I pour the milk onto the cake, it just absorbs everything. So once I have pierced the cake with the fork, I have poured the milk on the top of it. Ideally the milk should soak in the cake. Give it some time for half an hour, and now you're going to just take this cake pan and put it in the refrigerator for about 3 to 12 hours. The longer it refrigerates, the better. It should soak the milk completely, and then we are gonna put the whipped cream on the top of it and then use some cake pan with the baking sheet and keep it in the refrigerator. My cake has been in the refrigerator for more than 24 hours now, so it's a time we start working on our whipping cream. So let's look at what ingredients we need for that. The whipping cream, I would need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and around 3 tablespoons of sugar. So I'm going to put all these ingredients into the bowl and whisk the mixture out. So I have taken all these ingredients and put into the bowl. Now I'm going to whisk this mixture out until it reaches a good consistency, and then we are going to use this on the top layer of the cake. Consistency which you should aim for when you're whisking the whipped cream. You could see it becomes solid. It should have some soft peaks on it, but not too solid and not too liquid as well. Now we are going to just put this whipped cream on the top of the cake. So I just took out the cake from the refrigerator after around 12 to 15 hours. I think I had more quantity of the milk poured in and the cake could not absorb completely. So when you're trying this recipe out, try to adjust the quantity of the milk and make sure you poke the cake and the milk should be fully absorbed while you put it into the refrigerator. Now I'm going to just put this whipped cream on top of it, and then we are going to top the cake off with strawberries and cinnamon. So the cake has been coated with the whipped cream and it's covered up on the top layer. Now I'm going to just top up the cake with ground cinnamon and fresh strawberries. There you go guys, we are all done. I topped it off with cinnamon, strawberries and put some pineapple chunks in the middle of the cake. This looks very delicious and I can't wait to try it out at the party tonight. So if you guys like this, trust me, you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and I'll see you in the next video.